Yeah. I feel like something broke again, but hi, Ken. Good morning. All day. I have some sad news. Oh, I had some sad news this morning.
Drink!
Yeah, that's a fair point. Gothic, hi. Welcome on in. I'm gonna do that while you can't see me. How's your day going? As well. Yes, sir. I went to the gym this morning, which this is not a sad news, but I went there. Larkin, hi. Welcome on in. Good morning as well. And the fridge where my regular energy drinks are was empty, and I couldn't buy some, so I had to not buy some, which is real sad. Show us the hair. Ah. I mean, it's the regular hair. Technically, it doesn't really change. It's the same. Just like before I did the Flatiron pass, it was just bad. You know when you're, I mean, maybe you don't know. I don't know. Um, when you have someone that has mid-length hair and they have the habit of wearing a cap, baseball cap, all of that, and instead of putting their hairs in the cap, that they leave it outside. It just does that weird ass curtain side thingy, and that's what was happening in the back and on this side specifically. So I needed to do something about it. So I did something about it. um, and Gothic, you said your day just started and you need to have dinner started, which is weird, but all right. I mean, okay, that's fine, I guess. It's interesting. We had a bit of an issue, not an issue, but we have a bit of a weird thing happen. Um, I'm selling one cat if you want one. I'm selling mine. If that's interesting to you, I can send it to you. I'm selling everything for reasons. Anyways, the so that happens. So I had to do something with the hair. It is small, yeah. I mean, it's small. You might remember it was somewhere around there in the past. Robin's fine. Hi, welcome on in. Good midday, Andrea. Right in the
Andreas
middle of
Sastev
ads.
raided my stream with 14 viewers.
Welcome on in. Thanks a lot for the raid. As always, I appreciate that. And this happens. Yes, I see. I see. I mean, the raid message kind of worked. I appreciate that. But hi, welcome on in from the raid. If you don't know me, I'm AOA. I'm the helping designer. So if you have any design question, feel free to ask. As always, it's this. It's the start. It's the start. Just chatting. And and hi. There you go. Yes, I am. I am. Death packs. Death packs. Welcome on in. I hope you're good. And Stony, welcome on in as well. And have a good raid and run. Please take care of yourself. As always, if you need a raid and run from anyone that came with the raid, do such things. If you want to stay, that would be highly appreciated. But it's not necessary. I highly appreciate the raid as always. Right now, we chatted. For now. For now, we're chatting a bit. Like things happened. I have weird hair. Flora, hi, welcome in. Have a good to say hi, I guess. If you're not staying, I'm not sad. But yeah, other than that, not much. That not much. It's kind of small, cat. Uh, the hair thingy, hair humidifier is kind of small. It's not the smallest, but it's kind of small. It didn't cost much. Um, I'm gonna say that, and you're gonna say it cost much. Um, it costed like $80, I think. So it's not much to me. It is still much, but you know. And I'm kind of, yeah, getting a mullet. Yes, I mean not really. I'm just growing the entire thing at the same time. So obviously, I'm getting the mushroom cap. I hate it. Um, it's been a bit now that I'm debating every week. Should I just go to the hairdresser and just get the thing chopped? But also no. So eh, it's taking way too much time to grow. And I know that if I just cut the hands and make them be better, it will grow faster and all that. But eh, I don't care. Anyways, Larkin, to answer your question, weekend was pretty good. Not much happened. I kind of cleaned up that section that you can see in the mirror right there. It used to have something, and now it's purely white. So basically, there was the clothes hanger dressing thingy on that wall, but you can see it on the mirror. Weirdest thing. And I put it inside of the wall. So that was a good weekend project. It clears out a lot of space. It doesn't do shit, but it clears out a lot of space, and that's the thing that I wanted to do for a while, and now it's done. So yeah. Did you clean the storage first? Yeah, I did. I did clean the inside. Of course, I took off everything that was in there. I have on the shelf that is up top there. I have 50 coat hangers that I don't need. I don't know why I bought so much. I don't know. I don't know why I bought so much, but yeah, that happens. We had a thing. Let me see if I can show you that. Um, I'm unsure now. I am unsure. Was it? No, I doubt it. Was it this one? I'm looking for something on Google Maps, uh, which makes no sense, right? As always. But 1 second. I also absolutely forgot um, where the thing used to be, so it's kind of hard for me to just find. Um, my dad used to have this. Yeah. My dad used to own this. This is an old um, car shop, like this in time also, and basically that was like a shop, the office space where you come in and then you talk with the mechanics and just say whatever is wrong with my car, whatever. Though he bought the entire thing, um, to store shit. So he was a hoarder like anyone else. And this entire shop that is a shop that is able to hold 2 trucks. Trucks. Not cars, trucks. Full of like boxes and shit and old computers and chairs that he found on the side of the road and all that. And these 2 things were also filled with everything. There were cars and all. Just bought that to hold stuff. And so when we had to get rid of this fucking thing with my sister, we had to sort out everything that was inside of there. And that took us a good 3 weeks. It was bad. So I I feel you when you say that you had to clean up like a garage storage unit type of thing. That, yeah, I understand. That's a lot. And you had to go to the dentist again? Didn't you go to the dentist like not so long ago? Yeah. Good job, Hugo, on that edge. You have a lot of things with the teeth. I see. I see. I see. I see. Um, I mean, you can try. Like, I don't know what you're talking about, but yeah, can try to drop if that's what you mean. But yeah, so that was one of the thing. Anyways, um, the thing that I said last time for the app that I'm working on, the API rate limit that I got, which was bad. Basically, I tried to do a local storage thing with a like saved JSON file every time, and it works, but not entirely. And then I decided to switch from the API to not use an API and use like a JSON that has like most of the content that I need as a default. And it missing one specific thing that I absolutely need. So I still need to use the API for now, and I need to find a way to merge everything. So that that's bad. It's not the proxy and cache stuff that is annoying. It's more like the understanding. It works. Right now it works. It's just storing things on device. So we're good with that. Everything is on my iPhone every time that I load the thing the first time, and then after that, no need for storage anymore. So we're good. One step closer to streaming again. Good job. You have a separate user account. I just need to get OBS working properly. It's currently not playing well with my audio. Are you by any chance trying to stream from a Mac? I doubt it. I mean, what are you using for audio mic? X, hi, welcome in. Welcome back. How are you? How have you been? You on Linux. That makes sense.
It's muscle time!
Yeah. I was asking myself where the fuck you are. Welcome in, Dapshi. Kinda dusty. I'm back in France, yes. Sadly for me. I'm back here. I hate it. But I don't have a choice. So, yeah. I see. Well, take your time. moments by. I know it's been a bit since you like streamed, and some people are waiting for you to come back. But take the time you need to ensure that you have everything working properly, specifically sound, like audio routing and ensuring some feathered people, ensuring that at least the voice is good enough. Like that's the to me that's the most important thing. It's even here that new setup I kind of don't like it because the mic on its own is a bit boomy. Like there is a bit of an echo in the background when I'm rewatching the VODs. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, details, tiny things. But yeah, make sure that the audio is good. That's the most important thing, and then the visuals. Yeah, that's another thing. I'm looking at a potential newest thing, and that is gonna take ages to plan. So yeah, almost. That was close. Sorry about that. I'm staying vague, but anyways, yeah. Going back to the API thingy, it's working. It does the thing, um, and we're good with that. It's just that the JSON one that I just downloaded, it's a JSON file of 15 megabytes. That's massive for just text. So parsing the entire thing is taking edges. So I need to split it up into segments that make sense and that are easier to scan, and then can work with that. But it's because there is like a ton of content. There is like 169 lines, 169,000 lines in that file. Not really. Not really, because it's basically 169,000 lines of objects definitions. So, yeah, it's the same object every time. It's just different types of content. So yeah, so that happens, and then I'm half trying, not really, but kind of. There is cursor AI that popped out in my feed multiple times this week, well, technically this weekend. And so I downloaded it, and for some reason, the chat with your code base thing, it's I can't pass that thing. They say the thing that I need to do here is to type command enter in chat. Chat is here, and I press command and enter, and it does nothing. And it makes no sense. And I don't get it. And I can't get the 100% in the welcome thing, so that's kind of sad. But yeah, this basically this cursor AI thing is surprisingly, from what other people have said, as always, I'm not a dev, I don't know shit, is better than Copilot. So I don't know if that's true. But it has like so many other AI models that you can use, and that's pretty good. But yeah, it seems pretty interesting. It has like all of the I would say the basics of what you currently have in. Can you expand? Bitch, what the fuck is that? This is shit though. Right, if you were here and and then you're looking for something like this, and you say, oh, I need to I need you to explain explain this, for example, right? It's really useful because it's in context and it works kind of better than if you just transfer the code directly from copy paste from here to the AI model that you use. The thing that I don't like about it is the fact that it's obviously a front end software, and so it's um, it's gonna be limited for me in what I can do because I will not be able to really entirely do the work that I need to do with Swift because Swift is kind of limited to Xcode for Mac, which is sad, but you know, then. But yeah, I'm trying to do I'm trying to do the fucking command enter since earlier today and it doesn't work. That's sad. But it seems promising, so if you are someone that is like interested in these things, there might be some interest. Maybe. We never know. We never know. It seems interesting. So far, at least, it seems pretty interesting. And I can't really ditch Swift overall because iOS, you know, limitations, Apple, all that. Um, I know that if I were to build the entire, yeah, I can tell, what on it? If I were to build the entire app project as a website, it would probably be done already rather than an app. Good job. God damn, that is almost centered. That, yeah. Congrats on that. I feel like X. I feel like that's gonna be bad. just there. Alan, hi, I'm calling. So yeah, I think it would be done already, but eh, I'm trying to not learn and just do the thing as an app because I think it's more challenging than if I were to do it as a JavaScript project. I don't know. I mean, it is more challenging, anyways, because I don't understand shit in the Swift format. Like most of the, as I said, most of the syntax is kind of similar. It's just that the every parameter or props or things is dot something instead of something else. I know that sounds really, really vague, but yeah. I mean, I don't know any languages other than the basics of JavaScript, which helped us do that. But yeah, other than that, it's just extremely complex to have like the intricacies of um, the app itself working with like folders and things. The nice hair quotes on that. The nice thing about Swift and building specifically for iOS is that Xcode doesn't really care where the files are as long as you change their position from Xcode. So there is only calling for the content of the file in another file, but you don't need to have like a specificity or specification of where that folder route is. Like Xcode takes care of that, so that if you're moving things around, it just always linked together. So that's pretty good for me as someone that doesn't really organize shit. That's pretty good. But anyways, that's the thing. I had my Japanese class today, again, finally, on Wednesday, it's the last one. So sad. It's the last paid one, or the last paid for. So we'll see how that goes. After that, I'm supposed to have a test. Oh, I'm supposed to have a test to know what's the level of me. And right now, it's not good. I'm gonna say that. Yes, Yakins, that makes sense because someone just redeemed it. So you have to wait until it's available. Basically, today, or technically yesterday, I read um, this one, which is a level 3 Japanese, um, which is the story of this guy right here going to ryokan, which is the Japanese style, traditional style hotel, and he is doing a bit of a trip from Tokyo to Kyoto, and he stopped at the ryokan right there in the middle of the way to this section. And what happened is, when he left in the morning, they realized that he had left some money in his room, and so they kind of debated and said, but he went away a long time ago already, and the official owner of the store decided to run away with the money toward the person, and finally caught up with him after 20 minutes of running and give him back his money, which is really Japanese. If you know anything about Japan, if you tip in Japan, they will run in the street to give you back the money that you left, because it's not proper to tip or leave more money than expected. And so this is a really, really Japanese manner. This story takes place in 400 years ago. 400 years ago? Kinda, roughly. Um, and so that entire story is pretty interesting in terms of learning some words about money, about like ryokan and other um, mannerism, like specifically this thing where the traveler wants to pay back the clerk to say, "Oh, thank you for bringing back the money," and because Japanese, they don't want to accept anything on top of what they have been paid for. And so what happens after that is, then when he comes back from his trip from Kyoto to Tokyo, he comes back and stays back in that same ryokan, and then the story tells you that he's basically coming back every time he has to do the same traveling thing. So that was the story. This was really interesting, and then we had to move to something different, and I decided to challenge myself with something that is even more complex, because this is a level 4, and I'm extremely okay with level 2, struggling with level 3 a bit, but that's fine. And then level 4 is just, we spent an hour and a half, if not 2 hours, reading the first 6 pages. And one of these pages is just this. There's a big ass image, but the entire thing is, to me, really complex, and there is a ton of word that I don't know. So the fact that I need to do like the kanji test soon, because I'm ending the hours paid for my official graduation. It's not a graduation, but whatever. That is sad and complicated and hard. I'm just there right now. Yeah. This one is a bit of a more complex thing. It's the story of, I could stay here. It's the story of this woman that is living in a very specific city. I forgot the name of the city, but she's a hairdresser, and because she is in front of a school or near like her campus, something, she has a lot of men coming in the salon to get their hair cut, but she doesn't like to cut hair like men's haircut, and she prefers like women's haircut. And on that day, specifically for that story, there is a woman coming to the shop. So they have a bit of a chat, and it's a very Japanese chatting experience in a hair salon, but it's just so hard for me to just read these fucking words. And every time that you see that character right here, this is the quotation marks. So from this one to this one, for example, is one quotation mark that is implying that this is a full sentence said by someone. And this entire story, specifically from or until where I am right now, is basically just a discussion between two people. So because they don't have the theater or play thing where you have the name of who is speaking, you can easily or really easily lose track of who is who and who's saying what. So I had to go back multiple times into the book, going back out to say, okay, so this is the first sentence that has been said by someone, and then this is the second one that is a reply. Therefore, this is the owner of the salon, this is the customer, and then doing that every time. So yeah, they don't hair quotes. That's the thing. When you do that in Japan, they don't know what you do. They don't understand that. So they don't hair quotes, which is interesting. It's a good thing to know that they don't do that, because otherwise you end up with doing some gestures that they don't have any um, understanding of. I think I talked about it a bit last time, but it's in this book, I think. Let me see. I think it's in page 30, 40? God damn it. There, yes. Hands quote like this? No. Um, this this specific section um, is the mannerism and behaviors of Japanese people compared to not Japanese people. Um, I don't think I get the reference. I think I do. I'm unsure now. Now that they're saying that, I'm like, yeah, I don't think I have the reference, which is not good. Jonathan, hi, welcome in. So basically, this one is the explanation of Japanese people are or bow to say hi, and non-Japanese people are usually shaking hands. So when you are like meeting each other, you may have some differences. And then you also have this one, which is when you talk about yourself in non-Japanese countries, you do that or you do that to say me. And for you, when you say me in Japan, you say this. You point to your nose. Your nose is yourself. So that's an interesting thing. You have that movement as well, which is um, like no, and this one is excuse me. So it's really different. This one for us would be smells bad, which smells bad is this, obviously. But yeah, there is like a lot of mannerism for hands in Japan that makes no sense to me. Like, for example, when you want to have a dog come in, instead of saying this, you say this. So it's the same, but it's reverted. And then this one is similar to us. So this is be quiet, please. But yeah, there is like a ton of things in there specifically. You do the same thing. It's the same. It doesn't really exist. We don't really have it as far as I know. Maybe I haven't been deep enough into that that realm of people in Japan. But yeah, these are mostly mannerism for good behavior people. So, for example, here we say that uh, we don't really have eye contact when you are talking to each other. If you are like in a discussion with one person and only one person, you're probably gonna speak without really looking in the direction of the person. And then here, there is also a thing where when you're laughing and where you are expressing things for women, most likely, it is not. Um, how can I say? Customary to show teeth. If teeth are shown, it's not good manners. So they will cover their mouths, and you can see that in most of the Japanese TV shows or animes or interviews. If you're watching interviews of Japanese bands, I don't know, they do that often. So feels like they are hiding themselves, but that's just like common manners. So there's like a ton of things here, and it was pretty interesting. But yeah, you don't hair growth. All that to say that. And there's different things. Different things. Different behavior. But yeah, so that's a whole lot of mannerism and things to learn as well. Like that is complicated. There is another book that I couldn't find. Yeah, teeth. Teeth. That is a book that I haven't found a legally acquirable PDF on the internet. I found one on Amazon, but it's not in ebook. It's a physical thing, and it's coming from the library in Japan. So I can't have that. It will cost me twice as much as the book to just ship it here. So that's not a thing. When I'm going back in Japan, I will buy that book. And this is a book about onomatopoeia, which is the sounds that people make, and basically in the Japanese language. I can't even find it illegally. Like that's what I meant with legally acquirable PDF. PDF is the non-legal thing. Couldn't find it. The sounds of things are incorporated inside of the speech patterns. So when you're talking about, I don't know, something that was fluffy, like my hairs, for example, this is gonna be fuafua. Fuafua is fluffy. So you say that for my hairs, but you say that for a dog that just had like a haircut, and it's a cute white ball of hair. It's fuafua, which is fluffy, basically. Mofu is also like fluffy in some instances, but mofu is mostly for cakes and or foam. And so all of these onomatopoeias and sounds that we can use are incorporated in speech patterns. And so these are things that I kind of need to learn as well as hand gestures and behavior. So that's a lot of things. Obviously, the onomatopoeias are another thing that is tested in the Japanese language test that I need to do. So that's a good thing, but still. So yeah, there is like a lot of sounds that the Japanese people make. You can find most of them if you're reading manga or watching anime. You will see. It was sad to see you drop like this. You could see some of the effects. Shit. I think I made that with the big mistake. I'm looking for one specific thing. Like all of these are sound that happens during or officially during the actions. If you're someone who watch My Hero Academia, which I think this is from there, you have these in the background, either for punches, but also for like mumbling. Like these. In JoJo, you have a ton. Yes, 100%. I'm just seeing this one lately. And yeah, like, is that pa? No, that's fu. Bu? Bu. Busu? Really? No. I'm trying. I have my character list above my PC, so I'm trying to find this one, but I obviously can't find it. That's butsu. So the sound for muttering or mumbling is butsu butsu. And so when you want to transform like a sound, an onomatopoeia, into a verb, you can say butsu butsu suru. Or you could say, for example, for the fuafura earlier, you could say fuafura suru or fuafura this. This is interesting. So yeah, I need to practice all that as well. A lot of work. A lot of work. It seems today's stream doesn't break as last week, so I'm happy with that. And yeah. Stoney, did you make some updates? Not yet. On that. So you're saying that this is I'm redebating the top section. Steen, hi, welcome on in. Welcome on in. Welcome back. Yeah, I'm redebating that top section because of the limited content. And it's not broken for me, if that's what you mean. Steen? Or if I am a black screen on your side? That sounds weird. I don't think I am. At least it's not broken here, so I don't know what you're talking about. And Stoney, that was the fourth refresh that kind of worked, so I'm guessing it's a cache thing, as always. Anyways, as said, I'm redebating the top section for many reasons. The first reason being I don't I don't see the point of having that much space again, right? We don't have the headers and all that taken for this little interactions. So profile, notification, and logo is to me too little to like not move that somewhere else. And I need you, Sony, to give me like a bit of a, not a background, but an explanation of what will be in notification on mobile specifically. And I think I have a good idea already, but just so that we are entirely sure of that. And what will the profile give us? Like, what's the... Because there is this thing that I did. Right? A while back. That basically had the basics, the 4 basics tabs, and then the profile, which basically was a menu. And in that menu, you did the expansion to get access to more stuff. So yeah. My thing is maybe we could have like notification in there rather than being outside. And so enclosing some sort of quick access in a yeah, because I wanted to have, or technically I wanted to not have a home. I wanted to remove things to limit that access, and then we had it in the beginning, so I put it back at the top because it made more sense to keep the navigation similar into desktop and mobile. But now that I'm seeing it right there and also right here, it's so empty and so useless that I don't know if it's necessary to have everything there. That's what I'm saying. Like personally speaking, I would probably say that no logo at all. Have a good look, Ken. Like I would limit the entire thing to what it's necessary or what is necessary, and I feel like this is the best option for the apps. For the website, yes, full logo. For the apps, no need, because you're supposed to know where you clicked and where you are. Again, this is a behavior from users. If you click on something, you know which app you have open most of the time. Could happen, as you don't know, you know. Anyways, good movie. As well, I'm thinking maybe that could go into the tab version. The thing is, the tab version that I just had and just showcased, this is a complex behavior, as in it contains a menu that opens up a pan that is the entire tab that just expands. I did some transition animation for that in the past, but it's not necessarily what I would recommend right there. But that contains most of the thing that you kind of need. as in, yeah, there would be like a notification badge there, but then here, like this thing has or had like not profile, but like technically servers, account switches, which would be similar, but we could also have the currently selected servers, like all of that could be in that panel from, to me, the bottom, again, for quick access, including notifications. So that is debatable, and I understand why you have the logout here. I don't know if it's necessary. But yeah, if that speaks to you, I feel like that's gonna be better. And if it doesn't, I'm fine with just keeping what we have currently. And you know, say hi, come on in. Good day. This was, when was this? Good so far? Good. This was 2020. I mean, it's useful and it helps for accessibility as well, so that's pretty good. Gothic, that sounds kind of weird, but yeah, it's a fair point. We'll replace all pop-ups. Why? Why? It's the same thing. Like, what happens here is the exact same thing as what happens here. Like, the difference is the fact that the profile picture changed from an image to an icon, but it's the same exact, technically, panel, which is the same behavior as this, same color as the background, and content in it. So it's the same thing. This is a menu which you already have in place. It's just instead of going down, it's going up. I go think that sounds really bad. I'm happy that you woke up, because that is not good.
Drink!
I just did that. God damn it. I don't know what you're talking about, sorry. Yeah, I don't understand what you're talking about. You say it comes with a slide to close handle. You mean on that thing? That's a different behavior. You're talking about the sheets. I mean, I'm calling that sheets as always because that's the name I know. But you're basically talking about these things, or I'm trying to see if I have one available.
Catvamp is now following.
Catfan, hi, welcome on in. How are you? Who are you? How did you find the stream? Thanks a lot for the follow. Appreciate that. You basically are talking about one of these that we don't have, but basically these things, right? Just slides up. I get it. That's not what I had in mind because this is different, but yes, we could. Yeah, I know. It's not like standards at all, but I I know what you're talking about. This is different. It works, but this is a sheet. That's a panel that is on top of the entirety of the content to give you access to things. What I have designed here, you still have access to the previous page. So maybe you a sheet. You still have access to like the other page. So if you opened up the menu and then you say, oh shit, that's not the thing that I wanted to go to, you can still click on one of the other tabs of the app to get access to that. So it's different. I'm not against using the basic Sheets behavior. I'm not saying no. I'm just saying that this is a different thing. It visually is similar, but it's not the same. Mainly because of how it's set up inside. Like everything works for me. I don't, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. But yeah, no, that's an option. Yeah, I don't mind. Again, it's almost the same, but it's not the same. My thing is with the option that I have is you have access to the other pages. That's the most important thing to me. You still, once you open the menu, you still can change pages. You don't need to close the menu to change the page that you are on. And that's the reason why I would rather do that. It's, as I said, it's a different behavior. This one is not a slide in from the bottom. It's an expand of the that pill thingy. Like it just, it grows. But, right, it's just keeping navigation options compared to what you sent, which is different to me. Again, it doesn't it doesn't make it easier than a normal pop-up, but it's basically the same as I just said. Like the fact that this is opening down, it's gonna do the exact same thing with the profile picture being here. It's gonna do that. No raise. I'm working on the app today. That's the raise. So that's the ID, I guess. And I would say the potential complexity and difference between what I have on this side and what we have now is that we don't have titles to limit like clutter and also to avoid a change of title when we are retranslating or localizing, yeah, changing the languages of the app. So if that was like your menu, I don't want to call that profile. I would call that menu, but then that makes no sense. Side A, E. You know. I disagree, Stony. I disagree. I don't know if they are distinguishable enough. Also, yes, good job. Um, to be Harris John Games. Hi, welcome on in. How are you? Who are you? How did you find the stream? Are you like a raid person? Yes, you are. Well, welcome on in. Thank you for chatting. I appreciate it. Um, yeah. Mm, this is shit. Figma has made an update again. That is shit. I really don't know. That's the thing. I don't mind it with just the icons. I feel like it's cleaner, obviously. But I'm almost 100% sure that this doesn't work. This is libraries. And knowing that your libraries as a user, again, libraries, personal stuff, knowing that libraries are personal and contains the thing that you have defined as your content, it could be only TV shows or it could be only movies. And making it a folder, as you just said, feels wrong to me. Again, not against it, but it still feels wrong. Um, Also, we need to work on the folder section. Yeah, I agree. It's the only one that is kind of weird. Folder doesn't really work for me. This is collection in the icons themselves, the one that we use most of the time. If we really say, or technically, if you tell me that the media is always video or pictures, then we could use the media, like the media icon, potentially, maybe, as an option. I don't know. If it's always movies, I could see this work. If it's always like TV shows and all that, I could see that happen. But also debatable. For collections, I don't think it is. This is collection. Right, that's why I'm like debating. Also, Stoney, you've been green and not green at the same time in some chats, which is kind of weird to me. But yeah. They choose a library type based on the content they have. I can't. Because library is weird. Like, it's not books. Like, your content on the platform is mostly gonna be movie or video type media, so TV shows and movies. And music, but music is a secondary thing. And so books makes no sense. If we had like ebooks, why not? But going back to where we were, I think here, like when we had the onboarding thing, because that's what we kind of took a look at, right? That's what you're talking about. I think it probably has changed since, but I think that's the section that you're talking about, where you can like select the icon that you want. This is different. This is for the specific library inside, like the folder inside of the folder. The library icon that we have, that I'm looking for right now, is this one. Like right now we have a folder here. I agree, but that's what I'm talking about. Like we can use the folder. Not an issue. It's just that folder feels weird to me as a starting point. Again, not against it. Debatable, you know. I do too, because it's more fun. What? Consistency, you know. Shit, that's the wrong button. Consistency. If you have that here, then you have that here. Kind of makes sense to me. To keep the same things. That could also give me that as an ID. I don't like it because it puts the music in the center and not the libraries, which I think the library is more important than the music, but you know. Behaviors. Definitions. This is complex. This makes a lot of nonsense. The search in the center would split the libraries and the music.
TG Khalil raided my stream with 16 viewers.
Khalil, hi, welcome on in. Thanks a lot for the raid. I appreciate 2 raids today. That's crazy. Home in the center is weird. And yeah, for those of you who don't know me, hi, I'm AOA, I'm the helping designer. So if you have any design question, as always, feel free to ask. We're currently working on the navigation for mobile app section. Yeah, all that. Marlene, hi. Marlene, no, Marmaladin. Sorry, that was weird. Have a good raid and run. Take care of yourself, as always, and have a good luck, Kel. If you also, for those of you who came with the raid, if you need to do the same thing, please do such thing. But if you want to stay and have a bit of a chat or something, do that as well. Would highly appreciate it. Appreciate it. Right now we are debating icons. The current state of the navigation is this, with titles, and I'm trying to move the section that is here at the bottom as an option, and combining the profile and identification to something that I've created back in 2020. Sorry for the flashbang on this one. This was kind of brutal. Where you have like a main navigation that is a pill-ish shape bar at the bottom of your screen, and then when you click on your profile picture, which basically is a menu, it expands to give you access to more informations. but still gives you access to the navigation of the app. So currently, what we have is the menu at the top that has such menu, and I'm trying to put it at the bottom again, but that pushes some content on the side, and I'm not really liking it. The reason why I'm like not for this, because this is weird. In most navigation, you don't have the home page as the central piece. You would have the search as a central piece if the search is your most important feature. It's not the case yet, and your content is currently your most important feature. So I would rather do that for now. So we'll see. That's a fast drop. Like him, that's crazy. Matty, hi. God damn, yeah. That, I don't know how the velocity went, but that went up. Also, Matty, hi. Good job on landing in the fucking center. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. That's crazy. Yeah, Maddie is nagging for sure. For sure. For sure. What the fuck was I about to do? That. Yeah. Not that. But basically that, yes. Did you buy Pixel plush coins, Maddie? That
Victorlian182 is now following.
Victorlin, hi, welcome in. How are you? Who are you? How did you find the stream? Thanks a lot for the follow, appreciate that. And welcome back, Seriously. I don't like what I'm about to do, but I'm about to do something that I don't. It has to be done.
Drink!
Have a good run, Maddie. I'm gonna avoid the raid. Okay. Okay. Fine. This looks bad because of the lack of selection, but yeah. That's the thing that I was about to say. I mean, we do have labels that have been defined in the beginning, and that's why I do like the labels as an option. I do like the non-labeled option as well. It's a simple, easy to implement way of doing things, which again goes to some of the thing that I was about to say earlier, which is if we had that with transparency rather than having like the bottom being like cut flat, this here could 100% give us like a bit of a, I don't know, a bit of an effect, you know. You know, I know that Stony don't really like that, but anyways, I don't like that. Razor, hi, welcome in. Let's go back to where we were. With no background. Today we're working on navigation. So that's oh, at least right now I'm working on navigation. Gotta say that because it's not that we are going to work on navigation anyways. It's just like right now, navigation is the questioning. Huh? Fuck. A mix of both, Razor. Yeah, kinda. It's this guy's right there app, and right now we are working on the mobile version to ensure that we have something that makes sense. And so far we don't. So far we don't. So that is a sad point. The reason why I removed the labels, Jonathan, is mainly because this one makes no sense. Having a thing called menu, but not being in the menu. Like the icon being the profile picture. Plex is pretty good, but Stony has some issues with it, so he's building a new one. Yeah, no, that's too long. Not gonna work. Sorry. Ooh. No, it's not an issue of readability. It's an issue of what it means and how people remember it. Like making owning movies, shows, and music as easy as using a streaming service? No. Like that's why I said your one-stop search for all your streaming needs. Because that's a slogan, catchphrase thing that people can understand and catch on. Whereas, like, the fact that you have so many commas is kind of hard. Like making owning medias as easy as streaming, yeah, maybe, and just as, maybe not. The thing that I don't like about what you just said, I know you're not entirely pushing 100% of that slogan as a base for you, but it's just right now it is comparing yourself to the rest when you don't want to. You want to be what overcomes the rest. So that um that's the marketing in me again, as X just pointed out. Nonetheless, doesn't change much in the fact that this is an option as well, and I feel like this is gonna need to be like a component for some reason. Not now. Cat is not. Cat is transferring job. That's gonna require much. Huh, shit. Well, fine. Um, that's gonna break. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Again, I feel like you have an option to make it have the same meaning of owning media being important, which I'm absolutely okay with. Again, I'm not saying that it can't happen, but it's just it needs to be memorable enough so that people can just say, "Oh yeah, that's the place where I can like buy stuff or own my media." That you know that, or at least to me, that makes more sense. Bitch, what the fuck? Yeah, description. Yeah, description would work. Like yeah, 100%. No, it is a desktop first. We have the whole desktop thing that is mostly done. But right now there is need for the mobile version to be kind of done, and also the TV version to be kind of done at some point. So that happens. That is important. Yeah, I'm still not convinced about this. Um, the main reason being the menu. I don't like the fact that it's called menu, and it's not a menu. uh, ah. That's gonna break. Yep. Yep. God damn it. Um, I mean, I'll take the compliment. Thank you. Um, oh, Larkin, by the way. Sorry. Derails. Um, I think we talked about it already. This company is doing
Razo
good
Beckett is
things.
now following.
I think so for the follow. I appreciate it. That seems weird. And they do these. These are extremely expensive. But they are oil that are kind of better-ish than the minoxidil things. They are kind of natural, and they are based on a set of components that make sense compared to, like, how can I say that? Drugs. Like these are essential oils and all that. They are pretty good. I am, as I said, using their energizing shampoo a lot because I like it. Let me go back. This thing, it's the same. It's just a shampoo that contains the essential oils. So you have like that peppermint and rosemary oils and essential oils in there. And so the shampoo itself is like $30, $24. So that's good. It's a good start if you just wanted to have that. But the oil is the one that I'm receiving this week, technically, if all goes well. So I'm gonna test it out to test if this is different. I have some experiences with oils in generals, and they are pretty good. Like most people, I think Kat had talked about it in the past, but she had some just basic essential oil, rosemary oil and peppermint oil usage in places where there is like less hair, and it works. So as always, these two components of products are basically just going back into your scalp and promoting hair growth by just stimulating the the blood flow. So peppermint helps, rosemary helps as well. So you could not buy that and just get into that and just do it yourself. No, if you want to do it yourself with the rosemary water, which is usually what we recommend, you take some rosemary from your parents' backyard. Yes, 100%. You boil it in water and then you let it cool down. You put that into a spray bottle and you use that on the scalp. Yes, that's an option. Um, the rosemary water thing is how can I say that? Good for a week, almost. Whereas the oils are kind of better. You can 100% go into a store and just buy the the oils. Like essential oils are not that expensive, right? If you just want the oils, it's an option. It's just that this is going to be a bit more strong on your scalp than this. This is made for it. You can also check the feedbacks. Most people are like 4, 5 stars. As always, we never know how they display things. Maybe they delete the one that are shit. We never know. But yeah, no, these are pretty good. So again, it's gonna come this week technically for me, and I'm gonna check it out. They have 2 that I kind of like. Where is this thing? It's not there. I wish there was a search. They have 2, as far as I remember. They have 2 super active. They have a seasonal oil and they have a less seasonal oil, but they also have the gel. Gel have been pretty efficient for me. I'm using the dandruff one from them. But yeah. Main reason, I don't know if they have that. The main reason, yes, The main reason why I like this company is because they are a certified B Corp. If you know what a certified B Corp is, that's good. If you don't, it's basically sustainable and good for the environment. And so when it comes to a company that is doing some shampoos and other things that are gonna go on your skin, I would rather them use something that are mostly natural than something else like Garnier, which is not gonna do that. So that is why I like them a lot. And yeah, small details. But yeah, these are the thing that I thought about it, and because I'm receiving the oils this week, technically, I could give you some feedback on it, if it works, if it's good. Again, these are oils, so the same thing as minoxidil. It's not going to be instant. I have hair now. It's going to take 3 months, but just for the feel of it, how I apply it, if it's good, if it's not good, all that, how it makes my hair feel. That's also a thing. That makes sense. I'm 11. Thanks a lot for the follow. I feel like you already were following earlier. So that feels weird. Also, no stream element alerts. Yeah. I think you did follow. So we may have had a Twitch snafu thingy. Also, I missed something in chat. Obviously. Most of the streams as follow only? No. Uh, and I just saw your last message, Rezo. I don't. Mm. Yeah. So that I use both. I tried Linux. I hate it. I'm talking about the navigation, not Linux. Linux is good. I want to do the thing. I want to do the thing. Fuck. I don't know if I agree with that, Rezo. Again, not a dev, so I don't have a say in that statement anyways, but I don't think I agree. That's a big ass navigation bar. Yeah, I hate that. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. With the icons being like kinda circular, it's not gonna work. And that's gonna be even worse. So maybe I mean, yeah, if you work on servers, Linux is better. Yes, 100%. I mean, 100%. No, but yes, we agree. Mostly. Um, the thing that I say every time is the same, which is use the tools that works for you. If you have a tool, like a specific tool that works for you that doesn't work for someone else, who the fuck cares? Like it works for you, cool. It doesn't work for you, change the tool, and you should be good. But yeah, use the thing that works the most or the best for your use case. Um, like my daily driver is macOS, obviously, but I'm also on my Windows on the side. It's fine. Chris, hi, we're calling. Um, yeah, Linux does work everywhere though, which is good, I think. Oh, that's cute as fuck. Sorry. Uh, Study, I'm doing something that I shouldn't do, okay? So don't do it. I'm just attempting things. I want to see if we can add a bit of the theme into the navigation bar to make it work. But I have a feeling, based on how things are right now, I have a feeling that this is not going to work entirely. Yeah. Because think about it. Like that could take, that gradient could take a glow from the theme. Like, isn't that cute as fuck? I mean, god dang. uh, I mean, it is fun to code because Stony already has done all of the work for the theme and gradient generation. I mean, technically um, yeah, the theme. So themes are gonna work and be good. But yes, also, Stony, I agree with that. I agree. I don't like it. Does it work here? It does. I like how nothing changed when I'm here. At least we have the tabs. You know, the logo and the tabs, but that's about it. I mean, most of the things are theme based, so I could click on whatever the fuck, and it should take kind of the theme anyways. So that should be green. I feel like that could also take the navigation. Um, Interesting. Yeah, I'm debating that as well. Does that does that work? At least I'm not watching porn at the moment on my phone. If I'm going on to an album, I'm looking for an album. Can you give me an album? That's a playlist. I don't want a playlist, I want an album. God damn it. I guess this is an album. Okay, forget about it. I was debating keeping a navigation when you are here on an album page or on a movie page. Cause I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, see? We lose the navigation at the bottom here because you are focused on that. I like that as a concept. I also like the transition. Obviously, when you are here and you go back to where you clicked, even though it's slow because I'm on mirroring, that makes sense. But you know, that. Also, you see the frosted thing here? That's pretty good. That is pretty good. That's an interesting question. Well, you ask. I'm using NordPass, which is what is also recommended. Like, you know, I know you see top nav, but top nav doesn't give you your profile. Also, this makes no sense. Like you have your cast option, your downloads, and your search. And to me, you could have your downloads and your search being there in your tab bar and have enough space for that. But yeah, I have an affiliated link somewhere. So if for some reason you want to use NordPass, even though you're on Linux, I doubt it. But yeah, NordPass is pretty good overall. NordVPN, NordPass, security-wise, pretty good. But then again, I don't know shit. Yeah, I disagree. I disagree. Golly. Didn't they? Let's see. I do agree with that though. I think that on desktop, like browser, I think this is pretty good. What? The main issue that I have is that we basically do that. And when we do that, I'm like, I don't see the point. I think I've heard of this one. I think I have. The reason why I don't see the point is that this could not be here. And that is, to me, in terms of experience as a user, this is a better experience. For the content that I will see, I will have my recommendation here and then my content underneath and then my navigation. So, but I don't know. I don't know. I mean, if it does the work, the job. Um, and if it works, and specifically for you, then is a power user, command line user, I don't see why not. I don't think so. Do that. Cool. Um, well, I don't know if you are an iPhone user, but basically, I think some Google Pixel features are the same now. Basically, if you're on iPhone, if you tap on the tab bar, like the notification bar, status bar at the top, you go back to the top in any app. Like it's a system default thing. It's just scroll back up. It works on some Androids, but I do agree with you that on, for example, on this one, this Android here, it doesn't work. And yes, I agree. Some Android don't have it. I think on some, as I said, some Pixel do have it, the newest one, but I don't have them, so I can't be for sure. Nonetheless, I I like it to have a logo because if you are a user that is navigating through the internet through your browser on your phone, you want to know on what fucking website you are. But again, my point with that was here. If I'm on my phone and I'm looking at apps and I'm clicking on an app, I don't see the Spotify logo. I know I just clicked on Spotify. And if I'm unsure on what the fuck I'm at, I'm just gonna go back out. But like I don't see the Netflix I mean there is a ton of Netflix logo happening here, but that makes sense. So that's why I'm like I don't know in terms of application if we needs a big word to have the logo at all times to ensure that people understand where the fuck they are. That's why I'm debating that section. So I feel like on apps there shouldn't be a logo, and on browser there should be a logo. So that is the thinking right now. Like I think I'm unsure. Can I duplicate? No, not that. Can I duplicate that and just get to this? Yeah, see, that's my point exactly. um, Netflix, browser base. Have a good rest of your day, Malcolm. Take care of yourself. Netflix browser base. There is a logo. Netflix not browser base. There is no logo because I know what the fuck I clicked. It's not it's not entirely the same app, but it's the same content to a degree. Um, so that's why I'm like, that makes sense to me to not have a header on mobile apps and have one on desktop. So yeah, that's what I'm about to do. I mean, give you both is gonna be kind of weird. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's a waste of space if it's just there. So I'm gonna give you a true false position so that I can just have a toggle just in case. And then right again, this is now 54, so I feel like if I had the top section being at plus 54 and that one being static, transparency helps so much in giving us like a very immersive experience. Also, that's never gonna happen, but you know, one can dream. Going back to the thinking, I'm looking at what Netflix has as a header in my head, obviously, and what are the features that we would have natively on mobile that we wouldn't have on browser-based because different. um, hmm. Shit. The thing is, the browser UI is not that much. That, for the sake of me, I'm just gonna be safety first. I never know what I'm watching on these things. Not watching much, to be honest. Yeah, I mean the header is just nah. We have the URL. Nah, nah, nah. So it pushes the content anyways. Do you want me to give you the browser UI as a reference on here so that we can see how it looks? I don't think I have it. You know what? I know I don't have it because the iOS one is where it's supposed to be, at the bottom instead of the top. Does this one have Chrome? Yes. Ah, shit, I don't know if we have themes. Dark mode, light mode. That's gonna take the theme. So I don't know how it's gonna theme, but it's gonna theme. That's all I know. Oh, I hate these. God damn. Oh. You see, that's the type of thing that you shouldn't show me. Because now I'm looking at this, and I see that the main issue that I have is that home and home, search and search, thing and thing, and it's brave on your end, fine, and it's not a user-defined thing, but it's still not great as a navigation thing. It's the same issue that I had last week when we looked at the version here. I don't know if it will load. It should. Like, my tab bar on Arc is really minimalistic compared to what you have here. But that entire thing is pissing me off already. Like, the fact that we have basically a dual tab bar, that's a complex thing to justify. So now it's what happens is that my head is telling me it would be easier for you, not on iOS, but like on desktop, to get rid of the tab navigation and have the navigation in a menu, like a bigger menu only, and you would have in that menu access to all the things, and then here on the other side you would have the search, so that it doesn't come into conflict with your browser navigation, which is what I have here as well. Like, the bottom navigation for Android is also the same thing. That is it's going out when I'm scrolling up or down, yes, but it's still a conflict with the thing. I know navigation is really important to ensure that we have like a transition. What I would say, and you said you could force installation, if you can, I think it could be much better to just have the landing page or the mobile version being a landing page saying download the app. Like just you have the ability to just download the app. And I understand how specifically your target user could be reticent or frightened by the idea of installing an app on their phone when they haven't really checked it. But also, again, your target user is going to be power users that have the server at home. So you tell me if I'm wrong. The only people that would download the app would be people that already have experience with the server, because you can't really set up a server from the app. So yeah. So yeah, if the app is basically a companion, can only be used if you already have an account and a server, then I wouldn't even have a responsive browser-based option. I would just have the app. I know that for you it's not going to be an app, native app entirely, but still. That changes everything. Oh. Yeah, but you also need to launch something. I can quote GK as well, don't worry. um, I'm not saying don't have like a regular browser page. I'm saying the browser page is not the app. The app contains most of the things, but the browser page is just you have access to the data, which is basically what Netflix is doing. I'm gonna go back here. Right? Netflix browser-based. Again, navigation at the top in a mega menu, because that makes sense to search on the right side, because that makes sense. And it doesn't come into conflict with the browser navigation. And then you just have content, and that's it. So that would mean, again, I don't know, it would mean for me here, I'm looking at basically that. Basically your homepage, and that's it. Like homepage, and obviously the content that would be, maybe if I click on title, if that's a thing. But I would just have that, like the content of the homepage, and then on a menu here, looking at your libraries, your things, your music, your other content, but in an Omega menu, not anywhere else. So that you can just say, oh, I just want to check like my medias, or I just want to check that specific category, and that's it. Does that make sense? I'm not sure I understand exactly what you're saying, other than the app that people would download from the stores wouldn't be apps, they would just be wrapper off The HTML content? Is that what you're saying? I think that's what you're saying. Yeah. So it's wrong. Cool. I see. I mean, it's wrong, as in, it's not good. That's not gonna work. Can I do that? Yes. Ah. That to grab. Sorry, that wasn't supposed to not scroll. That's basically what I'm saying. Browser, more like browser basically, and just mobile app. If that's an option. I wouldn't even have the profile menu. I would have the profile menu in the menu, as in here. You know, I don't have the profile menu on Netflix right there, but I do have it in here. That everything that needs to be a secondary access to a secondary page is going to be in there, in that hamburger menu. That it doesn't, like, it just do what you want the user to do on browser, meaning you want them to come in, consume content. That's a Netflix thing. It's basically what you want them to do. Search for something to watch and or be recommended something to watch from here. And that's about it. Yes, I will do just that. And then that's the basics. I feel like that could work. And then if you on app, you then get this, which gives you the quick access to most of the things. I mean, to all of the things that you have access to. And so this how comfortable are you with weed? We can do it in this format from the other side, obviously, but we can do it on this format, which is basically like sliding it on top of, or we can do not that. I don't think I will have the presentation that I have in mind. That might be a bit complex. Tell me hi, welcome on in. It is, isn't it? How are you? How have you been? I do like these navigation options just because it makes more sense. And it's fun to see the transition and all that.
It's muscle time!
God dang. Yeah, I mean that seems weird because it was mid-morning kind of thing, 10 a.m. So yeah, I know. 50K. That's what, the 2 pull-ups. I forgot how much I made them, to be honest. Yeah. Not much. Anyways, I was looking for references. Yeah, I want to do that. I don't know. No, I don't. I don't care you being green. That doesn't change shit. I don't think you're gonna like what I have in mind, Stony. It does make sense, though. And yes, Chris, would probably be a fun stream if I'm just on the pull bar for 90% of the stream. Again, the plan for this, or technically this, is to bring back some of the muscle time that used to exist. That is splitting this one into 2 or 3, implying 1 for 1, 1 for 2, 1 for 3. That's the usual one that we had, giving you the ability to combine them at lower intervals, therefore specifics. But not now. Now I have other things to do. Oh, I can just do that. Yes, that's true. That would be much better though. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Yes. I forgot the name. I think I called that menu or menu item. It is in menu, but it's not this one. I want the content of menu to be like in the open state. So open, and I want these. Cool. You know, I'm gonna press the button because I can. I think I have like the option to just validate all redemption at once somewhere. You know, all that. Yes. Cool. So that is gonna be somewhere around here, and I'm probably gonna do that. And I should have kept the entire thing, to be honest. That was better, but it's fine. On open it push the content. I don't know if that's a good idea. It depends on how much stuff we have on that sidebar. That's why I asked if you wanted something that is more like this. Yeah, then we can do that. Oh, Dubsy, it was a photo editor. I didn't know. I thought it was a gym related stuff. None of these are gonna have checkboxes. None of these are gonna have an avatar. None of these are gonna have a shortcut, and they wouldn't have a check either. GK, hi, welcome on in. You can't combine. Not a thing. Not a thing. Are you landing though? Yeah, I think you are. No, you're not. My bad. I was late. Then you won. Yes, yes, 100%. So you basically won that, Stony. That's the idea, right? I think. All right, cool. I think we could just reuse that, right? Instead of doing more, I think we could just reuse that content and then just have a section with the pages, if necessary, in between the Switch server and the preferences. Like that feels like a good option. Just because we already have the content. I do agree with that. I do agree with that. But you might lose point type sheets if you still say that. Might, you know. I do agree that bottom sheets might be better, but yeah. Oh shit. He wouldn't be watching streams, actually. Just think about the money. He would be able to pay me if he was. That's true. Though someone had a really good point earlier this week saying if fucking your way up the ladder is the way of business, porn star should be president of every countries, and that's not the case. So, you know, yeah. It's a fair point. I see. Caswell, hi. Welcome in. Welcome back. How have you been? Yes, I would. Tegdid, hi. Welcome back. How are you today? I mean, I know it's late for you, or early, depending on how you see it. Depending on how you see it. I was about to say Slate 1, I think. color slate solid 1 is that. We could lighten up these two, to be honest. To be brighter in the background when we open the menu. That might help. That might help. So yes, Tony, I would do that. Rather than this. And so there, because you know we need to do that as well. I would have a version that is open that contains these. Based on what I had earlier. What do you mean you need all the navigation items? No, you don't. Yeah, that's not the plan. Actually, this version is gonna be the browser base wrapper. So you have a navigation that is not meant to be as useful as it could be. So the example that we have is Netflix. Netflix on desktop, or technically Netflix on device responsive is kind of shit. Netflix on phone, like directly through that. Shit, that's not the thing. It's not the right one. Directly through the app has a much better interface. So that's the idea, or at least for me, that's the idea. I'm getting the best option in the app like wrapper, and I'm getting the worst experience on the browser based wrapper to force the user to get to the app. You know, I know. I'm not saying it's a size-based thing. I'm saying it's a forcing the user to get the mobile app is more important to me than than anything else. Right there. So that both would work. Both would work, right? Right now we are in the app-like navigation, but when we are looking at it from screenshot that Tony sent earlier, I'm getting these things at the bottom that I hate, which is competing with each other when it comes to the bottom navigation. You have things that just look so much similar to each other, that just are in the same space, visual space. That is annoying. Like, that makes less sense to, like, navigation wise compared to what Netflix has, which is really just telling you if that's a story, don't worry about it, it's just Brave. If I'm here and I'm like on Netflix on my phone browser, the goal for Netflix is to just get me to watch something, not to get me to wander around and find something to watch. They just want to have the content as soon as I can. Here I'm on app thing, and it's tailored content and all of that. I feel like it could be less tailored and more pushing you to get the app. So yeah, that's the plan. I see. Press it. Shit. Hmm. Yeah, it's gonna be bad. Sorry. God dang. How? Sorry. Makes no sense. Yeah. Okay. I don't really have a dark version other than the overlay version, and I kind of don't want that to happen, but also, you know, would make more sense. Um, I think it could be darker. Like 12 is going to be way too black. That's racist. Um, but it's going to help overall. And again, you could 100% use a sheet as a basic element, using one of the native sheets option that exist that would give you the ability to get whatever the fuck content you want. But yeah, I don't have any Framer course tech, dude. I don't do courses. I should. I don't. I hate courses in general because they are outdated as soon as they are out. But yeah, if you have question about Framer, I can help. 100%. But yeah, I would rather do live help rather than recording videos. Yes, Chris, 100%. That is the truth. So yeah, Stony, you could do that. Not with the cross in the top corner, but you can use a sheet as a default thing. That sheet is gonna get rid of the navigation. So the expansion is going to help. And one of the things that needs to happen right there is this. Code stack. Hi, what going on? You provide for someone who is trying to self-learn. Yes. Kinda. Depends. What are you trying to self-learn right now? And based on that, yes. If you're trying to self-learn design in general, I do have, that's one of the few videos that I have. I do have some videos on YouTube. There is one that I have posted not long ago that is how to get started. I think. Like there's one which is a very, 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 very short video, a 3-minute video that gives you the basics, which is the list of link that I would recommend to anyone, which is these two, laws of UX and tools.design. So we'll just paste in chat so that you have access to that as well. And so that, goddammit, Genie, hi, on the other side. These two things are going to be pretty good overall to give you like a bit of a start. Though, as I said in that video, and I will repeat myself, the laws of UX is basically what you need to know to understand how layout works, and that's about it. The things that you need to learn, or the tools that you can use on tool or design, for example, this is going to be a pretty good basic resource for design related stuff. So if you want to learn, there is a ton of things in learning. If you want to learn like layouts or typography or colors or whatever, there is like specifics in there. And in the learning, as we said, there is like plenty of things in there. Most of them are gonna have some paid tier, which is not the best, but you know, that happens. And then the best resource that I can recommend to you is here. This stream is the best option. You can just ask a question and I can just reply and help you to see things and do stuff. There. Developer, I got a developer quality design skill. I see. So yeah, no, layout is gonna be the most important thing. I guess these two links that I just shared are gonna be the basics. Laws of UX, which I was in a second ago. The one that I made, Tech Dude. I have a full, god damn it. Oh, that's not gonna work. I have a full UI kit with icons that I have built. It's not up to date, but you have a good version already. And the free version is pretty good. Nonetheless, going back there, what you have here is gonna be like recommendations and some sort of guidelines to understand how people behave and how people understand layouts. So I'm going in the exact same as I have in the video because it's the easiest to grasp. The law of proximity just means that things that are together in your head are understood as one singular element or being part of one entity. So when I'm looking at this section, you can see that one, the divider and the text are close together compared to the distance we have between the bottom of the text and the 3. Therefore, your brain is telling you, oh, these 3 things are together. So you can see that, and then you see the same thing here, the same thing here. The example that they have is obviously Google, which the rendering or the results are the same thing. This is close to this, which is close to this. So that top section is together and works with the law of proximity, but it's that close to this, which is that close to this. Therefore, these 3 elements are together, including the 4th one, and then the space that is here imply that there is enough distance to mean that this is one entity and this is a second one. So that's the law of proximity. And then when you go into one of the previous one, which is, let me see if I can find it. God damn it. I guess it's just this one. The law of similarity, which is basically what we just saw. This is this system, like this element that goes with the law of proximity, is also going with the law of similarity, because 1 divided text, 2 divided text, 3 divided text, this is similar. So the pattern recognition in your head is telling you these things are the same, or at least they are the same component. So we're gonna combine them and take them in our heads as these are the same thing. They have different contents, but they are the same thing. In code, that would be a component, but here, your brain understands them as 3 different entities of the same element, which is a component, but they don't know. Like a regular user doesn't know what a component is. So that is pretty good. So that entire website is gonna give you the structure of everything, which I agree with you. As soon as you know them, or as soon as you have been on the internet for a bit, things like this are going to be obvious. And so once you are sure, 100% sure that you do understand them and that you have a good grasp on how to implement them in an app or in a website, you will be able to move on to the next steps, which is going to be reference checking. So reference checking is going to be going onto a platform like Dribble. Currently, Twitter is really good at giving you like really cool UIs. And then you just need to attempt to recreate these things. Like maybe you really like these buttons and you say, oh, you know what? I'm going to do that as a button for my app. And so you don't have any information, but maybe once you have a good rest of your day, you go. Once you have like a bit more experience, you can see, oh, okay, so this button right here is the simplest version, and it has an inner shadow at the top and an inner shadow at the bottom, and the text itself has a drop shadow, and then the button entirety has a drop shadow as well. So you just do that in CSS or in whatever platform you're using. And once you have recreated this, you can implement it and it's good and it's componented and all works. But maybe later on you say, oh, you know what, maybe this is more interesting. And so you need to do the same thing as, okay, so how do I do that? So this one has a gradient background and it has an inner shadow that is black and an inner shadow that is white and a drop shadow, and the text has a drop shadow. Cool. And you move on to the next one. So this is like reference duplication. You can use Twitter, you can use Dribble, you can use whatever the fuck you want, as long as you have like a reference that you feel is challenging enough for you, do that. Like, that's the most important thing. It needs to be challenging, and you need to be like, I'm not sure I can do that right now, or I feel like I have the capacity, but it will not look as good. Which is, that second one is the most important one as well. I said most important one twice. It is important, which is here, when I'm gonna reproduce that section, what makes it good in my eyes. And based on what I have created, what are the differences that makes it not good? There is there is a CSS battles, if you want to do that. It's not a component, but yeah. We have done some CSS battle in the past. Here. God damn it. Like, today's battle is this one, which is basically 4 circles. Prime is in follower only chat. I'm not, or was in follower only chat the first time we raided. I'm not raiding Prime again. Not happening. So these ones, right? You have to recreate that in CSS with the least amount of lines. And what I can see here from my experience is that we just have like 4 circles, one white, one red, and these 2 are on top of 2 blacks. Or this one could be like a rectangle with rounded corners. I don't really know how to do circles in CSS. I don't think it's an ellipse right there. This is going to be most likely a rectangle with rounded corners. Kinda. The black one is not an ellipse. Yeah, it's gonna be a border radius because that doesn't work. So when you use these, oh, they are 100. God damn it. That's just a screenshot. Nay. Ta-da! I don't know how to do that, other than having like a rectangle with radiuses. The thing is, rectangle with radiuses is gonna give me more lines of code for CSS battle compared to if I had like a rectangle. The white circle should be up front, yes. The thing that I'm thinking here is if you do like a rectangle instead of that. So I'm just going to do that flat. I just have one shape instead of two. So that's easier to get overall. It's just going to be the placement that is a bit more annoying. At least for me. You know. Dang. I just forgot the and there, that is CSS. No, I know. Basically, right? Basically getting that. I just need the margin and the right colors. But right now, that's not the right colors. Nonetheless, I'm not doing that. That's not the point. Anyways, CSS Battle is an option. It works. It's pretty good. And then what I was saying on this thing specifically is once you duplicate it in code or in Figma or in whatever tool you have, you will see the difference or you might not see the difference. And you can just overlap some things on top of each other and have like an image on top of another image with transparency and you see the differences. So let's say, I don't know, I'm gonna just do that weirdly, badly. If I'm taking that image and let's say I'm duplicating it, it's on top of each other. And this one in the blending mode is gonna be in, I don't know, difference maybe, or yeah, difference is gonna be fine. And you have like things like this that are showcased. Then you can see that your placements are wrong or your alignments are not exactly where they are supposed to be. Right? Maybe you have that. So you can see that things are a bit off-centered, offsetted. All of that is an option. It's not the greatest option, but it's an option. And it helps you to then see, oh, okay, in that, for example, these labels, I have put 10 pixels of space when they have used 16, for example. So that could be a thing. No, okay, welcome back. So that's the reference checking or reference duplication thing that you need to do. And yeah, the main point is ensure that you take something that you feel that you could achieve, but it's going to be challenging. And once that's done, you're going to be fine. And it's just, after that, it's just a matter of repetition and repetition and repetition and repetition. I know. But learn that first. Not that. Anyways, if you have more questions, feel free to ask, as always. I am here to help. That, I mean, just updating to Windows 11 is pretty good. Beige, I had a thing for you. That whole message. I didn't understand. There is also the unbloat me or something. I forgot. I think it's unbloat me. I think that's the name. Not that. Might be debloat. I don't know. It's the thing that you can have when you install Windows 11 to get rid of all the thing that makes no sense in the new version. But yeah. Anyways, I don't know. It feels like weird thing. I think you're saying that you need like a channel that is at everyone and everyone can have like a slash ban to anyone that's posted in the channel. That's the thing that I don't know how to do. Also, we've been having like this spam bot message there, and because I can't do anything about it, it's just there, and that's sad. I used to have mod option, but I don't. So, eh. Anyways, I hope you're good, Beige. Oh. So people can ban in it. Sorry. People can post in the channel, but anyone that posts is banned automatically. I see. Kind of need to check that. Yeah. That could work. That could work. I'm scared. I knew that. Ah. Ah. At least this one works. This cannot because it's an overlay thing. So that's sad. That's so weird. Whatever. It works. Yeah, that's a thing that I wish I could have. Come to the C4 side of the world, Chris, if you have access to that. Come to my side of things. I want to test these ones out. I need to find these. I want them to send me that to my house. For now, at the gym that I'm going to, we have this one, and that's it. And I don't know about this one, and I don't know about this one, and I don't know about this one, and I need to try them out. Need. These are shit. These are shit. These are okay. These are shit. I don't know these ones. I don't know this one. I don't know this one. I want to try this one, but we don't have it. And then these are kind of new. So that's scary. That is scary. And these are the American versions. So, yeah, that. I would rather drink two rather than one and be dead with it. You know. If only I could just get that to my house. Send it to me. Yeah. I mean, they are good. As I said earlier, the fridge with the C4 in my gym was empty this morning. So I had to do a full day without it. Which is sad and bad. Ah, shit. Oh, by the way, Kat, I don't know if you're streaming right now. I don't think so. I downloaded in Zoe in Zio in whatever the new Sims things from Korea on the PC. It runs pretty good. I didn't spend time on the character building just yet. In Zoe, I think that's the name. Yeah, that. Just because I want to do that. Still sick? Cool. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. So yeah, the thing is, it is the character builder is free. The game isn't, but the character builder is free. So you can just download it, build your character, and you're good with it. I don't know how capture works. I don't know if it's an option to do that as well on stream and use it as a VTuber things, but I will 100% spend some days on that for sure. For sure. It is basically like The Sims. Like, yes, it's a very lifelike Sims type of thing, but it's a bit more detailed, I guess. And the main reason is just because you have the ability to use your phone as face capture, so you can have the exact same facial expression in game than you have while you are playing the game online. I like the concept of it. But yeah, also that. The fact that you can really build. Like they have this section. Let me see if they have that displayed. In the age group right here, you can define if you are like a child, a young adult, an older adult, an old person, and all of that is pretty interesting. I don't know. I think I don't know if it can be used by VTubers for real, but from what I've seen, it's pretty neat. The character builder is free. Like, like this is kind of crazy for something that is free for that in Zoe. That, and they have a cat. The app icon is a cat, so obviously we like that. But yeah, this is kind of crazy. Anyways, that was a side note. Cat downloaded it to try the thing. The thing with Kodmiko is that she has like a body capture as well, which makes it much better, much more immersive, but also complex. I wish I haven't dived in too much, but I wish Inzoi would have recreate your face based on the picture type of feature, because there used to be that on oh god damn it, what's the name? It's another Korean avatar building social thing, whatever, and you can give them your profile picture or a photo of you, and it builds a character from that photo. I wish it could do that as well. Anyways, good things. Good things. I will spend some time to see if I can plug that on stream, maybe at some point. Probably not. I don't know. We'll see. Stony, you're saying that you are currently in the process of doing some sportsmanship related content. Is that what you're saying? Yeah. I see. I see. Well, that's an option, yeah. Good. Good. Which John? We have so many Johns. Also, I don't know. I see. I don't know how long I'm gonna do that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. That's my question. Where you at on that? The basics, at least structurally speaking. Are we good with the understanding? Does it make sense? Are you okay with the concept? Again, I am almost certain that you can build that and use it in browser. Like I'm not against it. I just feel like the double navigation at the bottom of the screen with the browser one and the app one. I assume the 4 slides from left, not from top. Yeah, from the left. It lights up the background, so the background is a bit lighter, so that we have a bit of a separation in between the two. I know it's subtle. But yeah, it slides from the left when you click on that. No, because this is a selected tab. So we know that when we click on that, it opens the menu, and when you click on the other one, it's going to close the menu, but go to that specific page. So it shouldn't change. This there, yes, this needs to change from the Omega menu to the closed version. And also we have the God damn it. Right. The other one would stay active. The page doesn't change, so it will be too active. But I don't know what you were talking about. What you talking about? What? What an active state is based on the current page. When you open the page, it doesn't change. Yeah, you open something. So you will need to change the active tab to the menu tab. Is that an option? Like, isn't that already what you have? Oh, you don't have that. I see. I see. I thought you had the green border around it, but you don't. Good. I'll be sleeping anyway while that happens, so I'm good with that. I don't mind. I don't like this. There's something about the background that is just not as good. So I'm gonna use the overlay black, probably 8 or 9. And keep the accent color at the bottom for the dark mode. I have a feeling that you will need the light mode as well. You know, at least for these two. I mean, shit. I see. Oh yeah, that's a fair point.
Serene Kingdoms is now following.
Serene Kingdoms, hi, welcome on in. How are you? Who are you? How did you find the stream? Thanks a lot for the follow. Appreciate that. As always. As always. Cool. That doesn't pass shit right now. A lot of points. I see. You might have been here for a bit. Appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Drink!
Yes. A lot of points, indeed. You. Oh, I see. I don't know why that happened, but that happened. Well, happy to have you back. I see. Fish, where you at? There. Ah, I see. I see. I forgot that. My bad. That's on me. That's on me. You know, the light mode version just absolutely works. Absolutely works. I feel like I should just have that as a structural element. Components menu. Components. I have too many menus. Labels. I see. Oh. So it would work if it was on top of a very, very, very white section. I see. Something like this. Ah. That's cute though. God damn it. Figma is just struggling right now. That you can't feel it, but I can feel it. I have clicked on everything so far. It's just, it doesn't want to select the things. It's annoying. Oops. Sorry. I don't want to go too dark. That's the thing. You don't really have a choice. Yes. I am the bitch. That's me. In that situation. That is me. I don't like this. I need to work on that light mode. Even though I know, as you said, light mode is mostly for me right now, but not that I care at all. What did I do for light? I didn't do pure light. I did solid 3. Eh. 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 I guess. I kind of like how this look. Because it's the opposite. Right? Like it's supposed to be like this. Where the gradient is reversed. So that's kind of fun. It is, but I don't have a choice. I can't just do that. I can. It's just brighter purple. You're gonna struggle to achieve this. Like there is no place where you don't struggle to do this. Oh, fuck. I don't know. You have a vape now? God damn it. Also, let me just point why I'm saying this. If you look at the side, this one is set to dark, this content is set to light, this content is set to light. You have other things inside that is set to gray and not like specific. So you have a ton of modes that are added into the export of that. Yeah, that's bad. Anyways, at least you have like that for potential if necessary. What I will say though is do this one first, which is probably what you already do because it's the easiest to implement compared to what we already have. And then personally speaking, if you didn't want to do that and just keep that on the browser-based version, it would work. Just a bit of confusion for the navigations. The only thing that needs to change is the header. It just doesn't have a button on both sides, but you will have the logo in full width. So that's an option. You already have that on mobile for now, so that works. Like, I think that's good. Well, you know. I feel like this is much better. It's just confusing with the Brave tabs. That's about it. That's about it. God damn it. It always breaks. The content in the page contains sensitive data. What do you mean? What do you mean? Huh. Oh. Oh, as in my ID. I see. And my email. And my password. No. Would be fun if you had like my password in full blown displayed. You know, I don't care. What could happen? Yeah. I know that. I know that. Right. Let me send you that. You know, that could be done. That could be done. Anyways, I pressed the button. YouTube is going to have the VOD for some reason. Discord is always available. If for some reason you wanted to ask a question when I'm not live, that's an option. Then you can stalk me online, as always. And yeah, I shall be back on Wednesday, if all goes well. But yeah, you have also raid subs, or raid sub still exist. Like this one or this one. I forgot. I think raid sub is still there. Anyways. Whatever.
Ma!
All that. I'm gonna go see you on Wednesday. Enjoy join stream Irish join games. And yeah. I don't know who won. I have my guesses. Thanks a lot for being on YouTube as well. Thanks a lot for being on Twitch. And I'll see you soon. Take care of yourself. Eat something, drink something, and be kind to each other. Bye.